How you doing? I'm Chris, this is Luke, and we are from AZREAL, and we're just about to tell you some crazy tour stories.
Yeah.
We're driving back from Sydney, Australia, heading home, back to the Gold Coast.
In the middle of the night?
It was about, middle of the night, I'd say about 1:30.
Yeah,
about
middle
that.
of the night.
Yeah, it was a few hours out, so I was driving along, and you got to be very careful in Australia if on our highways, because we get some random kangaroos.
Kangaroos come out at night. If you see a kangaroo on the road, it's usually in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
especially on that stretch through in New South Wales.
It's kind of hard because they actually chase the light, so if you're driving fast, they want to head towards.
They'll head towards. If they're bouncing along, they go really, really fast. They see the lights, they'll actually merge towards your car.
Yeah. Look, I laugh now, but when I was driving,
he was driving, and I was supposed to be keeping him awake, and I fell asleep, and so I was on that little verge of sleepy time where you're kind of asleep, but you're kind of awake.
Everyone was asleep, and then suddenly I just see this kangaroo coming out from the side, and I guess I screamed in a bit of a panic.
You kind of swerved, yeah. You kind of swerved, which you shouldn't ever do if you're going to hit a deer or anything.
You pretty much go straight. You keep going. So suddenly a massive bang on the side of the van woke everyone the fuck up.
Yeah, and I woke up going, fuck.
It was a hire car, so luckily not much damage. We got our money back, but we laugh now, but I sort of shit my pants back home. But that was one of the stories. Yeah. Just be careful.
Oh well, yeah. And the other one, speaking of shitting your pants, the other one we were on tour, North Queensland, up near Cairns, so it's quite warm, tropical area. We're on tour with about 3 bands and a big bus, and we come past a service station, like a petrol station, and they have the Bain Marie's there with all the hot food in it, and one of the guys from one of the other bands we just met had grabbed this piece of chicken and he was eating it, and we were all standing there going, man, that chicken looks great. It doesn't look like the colour chicken should be. So anyway, just munching away, and here we are, we're travelling through from Cairns to Townsville actually, and through the cane fields, so it's just cane fields as far as you can see. Yeah, and we're all sitting, we were so closer to the front of the bus.
He was at the back.
And he was at the back, and he's sort of standing there, he was standing there like this, and he was holding the chairs, and he was kind of swaying, and we looked back, you know, like, what's this dude doing? The bus is going forward in summer, and so obviously all the air's blowing this way, right? He's at the back, we're at the front, and he let out some gas and it traveled to the front, and I'm telling you, it was putrid. It was really bad, and we were like, what's going on, man? You're right, and he's just swaying and he's sweating, and yeah, so turns out that he had a really bad stomach from the chicken. There was nowhere to stop. We basically had to get the driver to pull over because it was like, the toilet's coming. He's like, no, I can't wait. And I had a pillowcase that had like a bunch of beers and stuff in it, and he came past, and like there was no toilet paper, and you could tell the guy was going to be in for some trouble in the middle of the cane field. So I handed his vocalist the GoPro, and I also tipped out my beers and handed him the pillowcase.
He's gonna wipe his ass or
and yeah, he went into there, and he didn't come out for a very long time, probably a good 45 minutes. So that was a bad one. He has copped that story over and over again, probably for the last couple of years.
We've seen him a few times, and yeah, we don't let him down.
Yeah, so that was a good one. I memean, don't eat crappy stuff on the road is the moral of the story, because that dude, I would hate to be that guy. So anyway, yeah, there were some crazy stories.
That's our stories.